Okay, welcome to the team call. This is Dare to Dream, Monday, April 23rd, and let's jump right into it. Let's see. So I'm going to start with our volume producers for the week. Our Dare to Dream superstars for 400. We've got Ann Shibley, Joy Strickland, JC North, Andrea Williams, Jenna Norby, Tanya Slama, Artina Wallace, Reagan Hines, Chris Schreiber, Simone McKenna, Ashley Hines, Megan Clark, Shanna Lee, Casey Turner, Cassidy Brewer, Nicole Schreiber, Jessica Cublow, Amanda Parks, Jamie Offlot, Patty Rolfe, Leanne Hagnorn, Heather Ward, and Shannon Bellamy. Our 500 superstars are Jessica Nelson, Megan Mosikowski, and Megan just had a baby. Congratulations. Paige D. Emery Diaz, Lila Smith, Sharon Pastor, Kelly Smith, Michelle Grifford. Our 600 superstars, Carrie Tinsley, Abby Paltz. 700 superstars, Dana Stein, Candace Brockner, Susie Leggett. Our 800 superstar is Michelle Brownlow. And 900 superstars, Michael Ullman, Vicky Breeding, and our top producer for the week is Ruth Schroner. All right, top sponsors for the week. So that's volume for things that you sold or customers of yours or you purchased for the week. So that's awesome. Our top sponsors for the week, people who recruited coaches, are Ashley Goddard Cabacos. I'm so sorry, guys. Carrie Tinsley, Cassidy Brewer, Courtney Postlethwaite, Danita Ozine, Jasira Hines, Leah Krabenhoft, Michael Ullman, Morgan Anderson Alexis, and Ruth Schroner. Congratulations, guys. Our rank advancements for the week, we have a new Emerald coach, Heidi Opdahl, a new double Emerald coach, which means 2 new coaches on each end, each leg, Susan Roller, and exciting, our new 1-star diamond coach, Danita Smothers. Congratulations, Danita. That means that she has a diamond coach underneath her, which is awesome. Okay. So let's just get into a couple announcements before we start the topic for today. If you help 3 people this month in Earn Success Club 5, you get a t-shirt or a tank top of your choice. It says make sweat the secret sauce, or sweat is the secret sauce. There's a t-shirt and a tank top. Our new program Lift 4 is coming out in July. Of course, we have our new bars, who hopefully you've all gotten the bars and tasted them. They are so delicious. And let's see, what else do we have here? Our April sale is $20 off the Mega and Deluxe Challenge Packs that last through the end of the month. And then tomorrow we have our 1-hour live open house event right on Facebook. So be sure to inviting that. And the link is in your email that you got for the week. So you can RSVP there and be inviting to that. Okay, so today we are talking about the power of events. Just coming off the Success Club trip, it was so amazing. I went to the first wave, which was last week. We got back on Thursday, and then the second wave was from Friday, or I guess Thursday, until today. So people are just coming home from this trip today, and it was so awesome to be there with so many of you. And then it was also like just as equally awesome to see all the pictures from the second wave of the trip and seeing everyone else have so much fun together. Oh, I see Alicia and Michael together. That's so awesome. So we're just going to kind of dig into this and talk about events. A lot of you are there and you feel the excitement and you're pumped up and you know what it's about. Some of you may have been to past events and missed out on this one, so you're kind of bumming it. And some of you may be brand new coaches and never even know what all the big hype is or how to get on these trips. And so we'll kind of talk about that as well. But basically, events that Beachbody have are these Success Club trips, which are trips that we earn by helping people throughout the year with our business. And then we've got Summit, which is for anyone. I mean, you can be a brand new coach and go to Summit. You can go as a guest. It doesn't matter. And Summit is more informational and team building and learning from, we have amazing speakers come from like all over the world, like really top amazing speakers and authors and stuff. And you get to work out with the celebrity trainers, you know, whether it's at Summit or at these events, and it's just amazing. And then there's Super Saturday. So Super Saturday are our quarterly events, and those are open to anyone. And you can bring guests to those if you have prospects who want to become a coach. And that's a chance for you to, you know, get announcements from corporate and kind of get to know the corporate people a little bit better. You get to know coaches in your area. So maybe not just Dare to Dream coaches, but coaches from all over the network that are in your local area, which is really cool experience because it kind of shows that there's this world out there besides just Dare to Dream, and that Beachbody is so much bigger than just us, which is really exciting as well. And then, okay, so we've got Summit, Success Club trips. Those are both once a year in the spring and then the summer, and then the quarterly Super Saturdays. And then there's also team retreats. Sometimes those are big team events, and then sometimes your individual coaches may hold retreats. We had 2 coaches, Alicia and Morgan, teamed up and did a cool retreat for their 2 teams. And so those are trips that you usually earn based on rank or something like that. And that was a really cool, intimate experience that we got to kind of bond and stuff like that. And so other things that aren't even travel trips, but I'm going to talk about like even national wake up calls and these Dare to Dream event calls and things like that. Like, it's so important to plug in because we have such an amazing support system here and opportunities to grow and learn from each other. And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So, you know, the Success Club trips and the Summit is just like these amazing non-negotiable events that you just want to be at. So I'm going to encourage you right now that if you are not registered for the next year's Success Club trip, that you get on the wait list, because you never know whether you can get in on this trip or not. So don't write it off. Don't just say, oh, well, I'll never qualify for that or anything like that. Just make it a priority to go ahead and find the wait list. You can go to, I think it's Coach Summit 2000, or no, that's the Summit, Success, whatever. I'll find it and someone can post it in the comments maybe, to get on the wait list. And then they'll email you throughout the year telling you where you are on the wait list, and then you have the opportunity to jump on that. You can bring a spouse, you can bring another coach, it doesn't matter. On these trips, it's for you and a guest. So make Success Club a priority so that you know that you're earning these trips whether you're going or not, and that way if you get off the wait list, you know that it's not a big deal and you can go. They're just so powerful. So do you ever have those feelings where you miss a national wake up call or you miss a Dare to Dream call, and then you see people talking on Facebook or in Dare to Dream or whatever about a promotion or about something happening, and you feel like, wait, what are they talking about? What product are they talking about? What launch are they talking about? And you kind of feel like, like kind of out of the loop. Showing up for these calls are super important. And it's almost like the same thing when you show up to these events, you kind of experience something that you would miss out on otherwise. And it is just invaluable. So we were just in Mexico, and it was like anything from just working out with the super trainers and getting the hype and like emotion and the excitement and feeling like feeding off of that. There was one day, I mean, we all know Chris Downing, the Shift Shop guy, is like amazing and super inspirational. But in this workout, it was like after the workout literally was like, became like church. Like he was like preaching and like praying over everyone, and everyone's like hands are raised. It was crazy. And I think that just speaks to this company and the kind of people that it attracts, because this is not an organization that is any kind of faith-based or anything like that. And that's not even what it's about, but it's just the quality of people and the passion that you kind of experience with these people when we're all together. It's just like unmatched. I can't even really explain it. So some of the other perks of these events, you know, just having those kind of experiences that you can watch videos and you can do the workouts and you can get pumped up like that. But doing those live workouts are just unlike anything. And especially if you've experienced one of the live, the super workouts at Summit. I mean, like hundreds of thousands of people working out. It's just together amazing. So meeting your team and getting to know them and creating these friendships. There's been several, you know, instances where people, you just kind of, when you meet each other, you just kind of connect and you feel like you know each other even before you probably even met in person. And I remember my first event, a Beachbody event that I went to was a Success Club trip for, I think it was in 2013, and I was a brand new coach, and I earned this trip for the year before because I was just started coaching at the end of the year. And it was easier to earn the trips then. We were much smaller, but I was so nervous, and I was seeing my coach Morgan for the first time since high school in like years. And my first time meeting anyone from Dare to Dream. And Dare to Dream, I don't even know if Dare to Dream existed yet. We might have been still part of another team. And Morgan was like, it's kind of like Facebook in real life. Like, you know, these names and these faces from Facebook, and you feel like you know each other, and then you show up and it's like, it's just like that, but it's better and it's real. And it was exactly like that. And I use that analogy all the time. It's like Facebook in real life, and people will say, use your Facebook name to identify yourself and introduce yourself, because that's what you see. But you just have this like kindred spirit almost, and it's just wonderful. And you could create these lasting bonds. It's an opportunity to connect over things beyond Beachbody related. You talk about family and common interests, and you have like married couples, you know, becoming good friends with each other, or people getting married through Beachbody, or, you know, people becoming friends in the team and then friends in real life and becoming best friends. I mean, it's just so cool how this brings everyone together beyond just Beachbody. And a lot of people say that coaches become like their family, and you don't really get it until you get it. And like, you feel that, but it's like, you feel closer to these people right here. We feel closer to our Dare to Dream teammates than we do some of our other friends that we've known a long time, because you just connect on a deeper level about something that you're passionate about. And you may be missing that in some of your, you know, relationships otherwise. One of the coolest parts about these trips is getting to connect with other people, specifically leaders on the team that you may feel like they're on these calls, or they're doing much better, they're higher ranked, or they're whatever. And you may feel like there's this disconnect. And the coolest thing about being on these trips is that it really doesn't exist. Like, that is all, like, the lines are so blurred when we're all together. No one, like, rank or income or anything like that doesn't really exist when you're together, because you realize you're just another person who is passionate about the same thing that you're passionate about. And you just get to, like, have fun together and eat meals together and laugh together and sit on the beach together and work out together. And it's just so amazing. And not even just coaches that are on our team, but you see superstar coaches or whatever, but like, those people have brand new coaches that have just joined them that are there too. Or those people have coaches that see them as their best friends or their mentors or whatever. It's not like they are famous or they're celebrities or anything like that. It's just cool. I just feel like it blurs the lines, and everyone is kind of on this equal playing ground of, we've earned this trip. We are here to celebrate together. We're all parents, we're all spouses, and it's really cool when you get to bring maybe a spouse that hasn't experienced the team culture before, or I've heard a lot of people say like their spouse wasn't really on board until they attended a summit or a Success Club trip, because they just see it, they get it, it clicks, and then they're like, wow, there's something to this. I'm sure a lot of you can attest to that. So I met a girl on the trip that she was a coach, but she's a discount coach. She has no intentions of ever running the business or anything, but she still goes. She was like a guest to this trip, and she said she's gone to Summit and everything. And I was like, why aren't you working the business if you're going to these events? This is Brandy's friend. And she was like, it's just so cool because you get to experience all these things, even if you don't plan on working the business. And it's still such an amazing like group to be a part of. And it's still such an amazing experience. So she says it's so cool because you still get to learn so much about the products and the company and everything that we're doing. And it's just so exciting. But she's like, I don't really plan on doing anything with it, but I just love being a part of it. And so I thought that like really says something, that it's not even just working coaches that benefit from this. It's really anyone. So that's one thing, is get your coaches on the wait list, because you never know if they want to start working the business and earning that trip. But at the same time, any of your coaches should be at Summit, whether they are brand new coaches or, maybe discount coaches or coaches that kind of come in and out of working the business. Like, anyone can be at Summit, because it could reignite that fire or really light that spark and kind of make them realize what is possible, but also just getting to know each other and getting to experience the team. And we have these luncheons and we have all this really cool stuff that we get to do together. And it's awesome. Okay, let's see. So also just experiencing what the company is about, like meeting people from corporate and getting to know the trainers and hearing from, top coaches and hearing everyone's heart and hearing like how everyone has this vision and mission and what the company and the everything like means to that person individually, and getting to just like hug people and take pictures with people. And it's just exciting. It increases a sense of belonging and your confidence in the company, which also in turn increases confidence in your customers and your followers when they see you, taking pictures with the trainers or talking about being in the same, area as like the CEO of the company or anything like that. Like making them more human makes you look more human and makes this opportunity more exciting because it kind of brings it down to a more like human level for them. And these trips reinforce team culture. After events, our Dare to Dream page blows up and people kind of feel more connected to each other, or they're interacting with each other more outside of Dare to Dream than they were before that. And I just feel like it's so like contagious. Everyone has this renewed excitement. We've all been together, drinking together and laughing together and brainstorming and, creating memories. And then you come back home and you're like, wow, like these are my friends. And that's just so cool. It helps you with your posture when you're inviting to this team because you know what you're inviting to. You're not just inviting as a coach that, is struggling. It doesn't even matter how successful you are. Like when you have those relationships to invite to, then it just makes you so much more excited to share that because you know what it's done for you. And that's what you need to share with people. Share how these trips wouldn't have been possible without Beachbody, or, these relationships that you found and this connection with these people because of this company that you joined. So sharing your stories and letting these relationships really fuel your inviting is so crucial. So let it build excitement and use that momentum to grow your business. For me, this was mine and Josh's first trip without our kids that we've ever been on together. So, the fact that Beachbody allowed us to go on a kid-free vacation to the Caribbean after 4 years of never doing anything, just the two of us by ourselves, like that was so cool. And I got to share that and share how like our marriage was strengthened through that time and share how we got to make really great memories with other friends. And it was just awesome. I was asking some people at the trip what their feedback would be for this topic because I wanted to get some other feedback. And Razel was there with me and she said she just looked around. We were at the closing ceremony event. So there's like everyone who was on the trip was there and everyone is dancing and everyone is singing and everyone is eating and drinking and it's so fun and there's music and fireworks and everything. And Razel said, standing here, I have at least one thing in common with everyone here. And there was hundreds of people there. And she said, and that is powerful. And it like brings tears to my eyes just saying that and like thinking, like picturing her say it because it is so powerful to have this shared experience and this shared sense of like belonging to something bigger than yourself. And I just can't explain it without like, you have to experience to understand it. Okay, so what do we do? How do we use these events, now that I'm crying, I'm sorry, to fuel our business? So really take tons of pictures, always take pictures, share the photos that other people took, get in the photos. Of course, while you're at these events, be talking about it with Instagram stories and stuff like that, but share the experience as you go and the perks to being a part of this community and this team. And whether it's like a monetary or like physical thing, like you got to earn the trip or they paid for this or you got, whatever, you earned it by helping people, but also about the relationships and how it's impacted your life. Maybe you were really lonely, you didn't have good friends before, and then you found Dare to Dream and you found Beachbody and now you have all these amazing friends and you share that. Or share, like would never be able to afford a trip like this, or whatever it is. Don't say what everyone else is saying, but really dig deep into what, these events really do for you and this team provides for you, and share that. So then you're inviting to that sense of belonging. You're inviting to that family. You're not just inviting to be a coach on your team, which may not really resonate with people because they may not know what that means or what that the expectations are, anything like that. So just share those kind of things. You're inviting them to be on the inside. You're inviting them to be part of your family and your club, like share that feeling. Because we don't need to share Shakeology. We don't need to sell Beachbody on demand or anything like that. You're sharing the lifestyle. You're selling yourself and your friendships and your, opportunities. That's what really is going to connect with people. And the sense of maybe feeling rewarded for something when you may not, your other, career may not reward you or compensate you or make you feel appreciated for what you're doing. So those are the kind of things we want to share with people. And then use the photos that you've taken, took on your trip, and use them afterwards too. Don't just spam everyone with all your Mexico trips, pictures while you're there, and then never talk about it again. Talk about how it feels to be back, how, reflecting on it, or the next time we're inviting to an open house, which is tomorrow. Use a picture of, you and the team together for that open house invitation, to remind people that this family is what you're inviting to. Share, when you get the invite to the trip, or you get off the wait list, or your coach invites you to be a guest. Share those things as they're happening too, and what that means for you. When you register for a trip or for a summit or whatever, ask for input leading up to these events. Ask for input on outfits, travel plans, things like that. Make people kind of pay attention to the fact that you're going on these trips and that you get to experience them without making it feel weird or whatever, but just bring, awareness to it. And then, when people are commenting on your stuff or messaging you or liking your pictures while you're there, you want to make sure that you're going back and connecting with them and asking them if they would like to be on this trip, or ask them if they want to learn more about coaching because they said, oh, that looks so cool. Just make sure you're always following up with people and bringing them in, allowing them to know that this is possible for them too. So it's just so cool that I feel like we get to experience some things so special, so unique. A lot of companies host trips. Like I saw another organization that was doing another trip in Mexico at a different resort, like right after ours. My friend does another network marketing company, and they were at the same resort 2 years ago. But it was funny because the Hard Rock actually said that I think our organization was the biggest trip that they company that they'd ever hosted. And I just thought that was really cool because so many people are in that trip, and it was just so awesome. So there's so many people that never get these kind of experiences, these kind of trips, these kind of relationships. And I just want you all, whether you were there or not, to understand that it's not just this fancy, flashy trip with a bunch of, booze and gifts and whatever. It's an experience. It's something really special. So I want you to really capitalize on that as well, even if you weren't there, to share the pictures, to share what you missed, to say wow, I can't wait to earn this trip next year because all my people, got to experience this and it looked like they were having so much fun. And I know that I'll be there next year. Who wants to come with me next year? But just these kind of relationships, that's something that, a sense of community that I think is missing in our culture, and we have that to offer. So get on the wait list if you're not registered for next year's event. Be sure that you're making Success Club, so when you get off the wait list, you don't have a big portion that you have to pay. These trips are paid for. If you are earning Success Club, I think 10 every single month, and then there's a difference that you would have to pay if you got less than that. There's always a $300 registration fee when you do sign up, so just be prepared for those kind of things. But and you have to pay for any travel to and from. But the trip was paid for. The resort was paid for. The food was paid for. Everything was paid for when we were there. And it was just so amazing. So just make it a goal to be at these trips. And even beyond, these Success Club trips, buy your ticket to Summit. They're on sale right now. They're still a really great deal. I think $165 if I'm not mistaken. It's still fine. Bunk up with a bunch of people. There's been people who have made these decisions very last minute, the day before, and just shown up because it's just that powerful, and you will not regret it, no matter how many people you have to share a room with. And it's never too late. So definitely jump on that opportunity, because we'll have a really awesome Dare to Dream luncheon, and we'll all get to see each other before the craziness of the event starts. And it's just so awesome. Go to the Super Saturday events. The next one is July 7th. So look it up, see where your one is going to be hosted in your area, and you can host one yourself. These are awesome events to be able to meet other people, to connect with other coaches and feel like more connected in a local way. We are growing ours over here, and it's just fun to see it grow and see coaches from different teams just come together and make it a special thing. So anyways, thank you guys for joining us tonight. And I hope that everyone who's on their way back from Mexico makes it home safe. And I had a wonderful time with everyone that I was there with. And I just love seeing all the pictures and everything. So thank you for being here, and have a wonderful, wonderful Monday evening. And we'll see you tomorrow at the open house. Bye, guys.